All right, everybody, welcome back to another deep dive.
Today we're going deep on Sacha Baron Cohen and his recent Tonight Show appearance.
Oh, yeah?
He brought back Borat and Ali G
Right.
and completely roasted Trump and Kamala Harris.
It was wild.
If you haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out and then come back here because we're going to break it all down.
Absolutely.
We're going to analyze the humor, the satire, and the political commentary.
It's going to be fun.
So buckle up, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive in.
Okay, so right off the bat, Borat comes out swinging, with these crazy questions for Fallon.
Yeah.
He even brings up that pet eating conspiracy and references that infamous P.Y. licking good comment from way back in 2016.
I mean, that's classic Borat right there.
It is, but it's also super clever how Baron Cohen uses this character to, highlight these controversial moments.
Exactly. He's not just telling jokes. He's using satire to point out these real-world issues.
It's outrageous, but it's also insightful.
Right. It's like he's holding up a funhouse mirror to society.
And we see all these distorted reflections of truth.
Exactly. And it makes us think about things in a different way.
Okay, so then Borat goes on this whole rant about Trump trading nuclear secrets for hush money after some kind of grisly encounter at the Almaty Beautiful Bear pageant.
What?
I know, right? It's totally absurd.
Okay, but this is where the satire gets really interesting.
How so?
Because on the surface, it's this ridiculous story,
Uh-huh.
but it actually connects to all these real-world events, like the whole thing with Trump and the classified documents and his history of scandals involving hush money payments.
So he's taking these real-life controversies
Yeah.
and weaving them into this crazy fictional narrative.
Exactly. And it makes you question what's real and what's satire.
It's like he's blurring the lines.
Exactly.
Okay, let's move on to Ali G.
All right.
His roast to Trump was equally bold.
Oh, yeah.
It was almost like he was admiring Trump's criminal charges,
Yeah.
his alleged affairs, and his tax avoidance.
Well, that's Ali G for you.
But how does that work as satire?
Well, think about it. He plays this character who's kind of naive, right?
Yeah.
So he's saying these things that are obviously outrageous, but he's saying them with this, innocent cluelessness.
So it's like he doesn't even realize the gravity of what he's saying.
Exactly. And that makes the audience confront their own perceptions of these issues.
Are we becoming desensitized to this kind of behavior?
It makes you think.
And then there's the whole interaction between Ali G and Kamala Harris.
Oh, yeah, that was interesting.
He starts off with this super flirtatious comment, which is already like a stark contrast to his usual crude humor.
Yeah.
And then he ends by saying he's glad the next president won't have white skin.
That was a powerful statement.
It left me wondering, what was he really trying to say?
Well, I think it opens up this whole conversation about race and representation in politics.
Is he celebrating diversity, or is he making a comment on the current political climate?
It's definitely open to interpretation.
But it's definitely thought-provoking.
For sure.
So after analyzing all these segments, what can we conclude about Baron Cohen's approach to satire?
Well, I think he's a master at using humor to tackle these really serious issues.
He's making us laugh, but he's also making us think.
Exactly. He's
Yeah.
challenging our assumptions and making us question the status quo.
And he's doing it in a way that's entertaining and engaging.
Absolutely.
So the big question is, does satire like this actually influence political discourse?
Or is it simply entertainment?
That's something for you all to ponder.
And that's our deep dive into Sacha Baron Cohen's political satire.
Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know your thoughts in the comments.
We'll see you next time for another deep dive.